Hello. I want to talk about Arc Pro and what's the how to work with lidar data down there. Some analysis you could do. To me, I think their functionality is really limited. Um, it's hard to work with um, it that much. I mean, there's a couple things you can do though. First is if, for example, if this is lidar data, you can look at them. That's so definitely the first one. You could show stuff you want to show. Like the points. You can see the point cloud. That's the first thing you want to do. And but definitely the most important thing is you can create ground. Okay. DEM, but basically use the first just use this export to raster or ting. Both of them works. Just make sure when you do ting, you when you set up things, um, make sure the points number is large enough so you have a good resolution of the thing. Okay. And then you can get first return. That's for sure. See here, this is my first return. If I, which means this is super useful in terms of looking at the 3D shape of your lens, okay, and also view shed analysis. Just want to show you this. So this is a view shed analysis I did. I think it's super useful to use the first return to do this because first return are all the service on the top. Okay, if you cannot see it, then you cannot see it. That's really cool. Then the other thing is you could do like what they call DSM, digital service model. What it was is like this one, right? It's basically all the height. It's like a DEM. It's used first return minus ground. Um, so basically, what height are the height that above the ground level? So what are the 3D objects up on the ground? The trees, buildings, cars, just all the objects that's up than the ground level. I think that's pretty much all me personally gonna use. By the way, you could use the NIP for in GIS too. The only issue on this one is the shade. That's the one thing I don't really big fan of it because they will classify the shade to as natural or somehow. Okay, so that's a big issue down there. If there's shade, they won't do that much good job on it. So just be aware of that. And also when you classify, just make sure if I select this lidar, what you could do is you can go to classification. You can do some classify down there. Okay, just so you know, classify using features doesn't work really well. I don't like it. And also you always want to classify ground. Okay, and for classify buildings for sure, it works. Not so effectively, but it's okay. Mostly that's all. Generally, DEM, the height, 3D object height, and view shed. I think especially view shed. I will use this to do view shed analysis every single time. I think it's super accurate. Okay. That's this. I will see you next time.